Hello there, and welcome to Journey of a Small Filmmaker Part 16. You may be wondering why there are two of us today, and of course, that's a really special reason. You may remember way back when I announced in January that there was a lot of things that was going to change in this series. And I didn't think I really made it too clear about what was really going to happen. So this is why I'm making a Part 16 video, and also a very special, you could say, handover ceremony to my double over here. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit different this time. And this video might also be just a little bit longer as well. So in this video, I will of course start by talking a little bit about what I've been doing the past 3 months with Elsewhere, and also a little bit of myself. And afterwards, you will start talking a little bit about the future of what is going to happen to the series. And after this, I will hand over the symbol of Journey of a Small Filmmaker. So anyone who has this object with them are going to have good luck on their way. And of course, I wish you luck of all the things that is going to happen to you during this education. And I hope you get through it really well. Thank you very much, yes. So, I will of course start off by explaining a little bit about the past 3 months and what I've been doing. So my 2021 at Elsewhere started out with a long editing month of the previous December last year. We have been editing a lot on the Culture Sprouts, which we by this time is finished with, and we are awaiting the airing of it, which I have been told was in May. And also we've been making some web videos for the Herning municipality. We have been out filming at these different hotspots in Herning during the winter of January and February. I have also taken over a little bit of it, where I was out filming at the former place of the Elsewhere film, which was in Birk Center Park, and I was around filming all the sculptures that were there, how the whole thing really was looking during winter. So that was a really great experience to have your hand on the camera and try the whole thing out yourself and set your own angles. I completely was told to do whatever I wanted to do with the camera, so that was really exciting. We've also been making some other small commercials for a company called Overgaard Huse, which builds and sells houses. It's basically really a real estate company. And that is really just about it during these months for the work-related stuff. I have been making one film more for my life as well, but they haven't really shown that yet, and I of course can't show that to you either, so I will let that be on the shelf for now until they have really uploaded it. But then we're moving over to the personal projects that I've been doing this month, and I started out right after Christmas Eve with a brand new series which I've uploaded on my channel called Nature Ambience, which is basically a stationary image I've set up with the camera, for example, right now. It will be filming there for a certain amount of time. My standard right now is like 20 minutes maybe. And during that time there is going to periodically be some self-composed music, which I have sat down at my digital piano at home. And this is something completely new to me, because it was the first time really that I had to compose something myself as well. It was a bit hard at first, but I think I'm getting the hang of it after I've uploaded, well, 5 videos of this at this point, and I'm also excited to see how this is going to continue. I know, is going to film these videos in Easter, when that eventually comes around, or really when all of the forest starts blooming. Not like right now where I'm filming this, of course, but spring is definitely on the way. It is getting hotter here in Denmark. You may also have noticed that that before I uploaded this video, I had a experimental video about cooking called Easy Cooking with Pita Breads, and this was really just a fun experiment I wanted to do because I was home in June 2020 one day, and I really wanted to film myself cooking. So that just came out of my head, you might say, that I decided to do that. And then I really made it into a fun experiment with both Premiere Pro and After Effects, which I moved into a little bit more in depth with. And that was an incredibly exciting thing, because it opened up a lot more doors to the effects that After Effects could do. For example, the fire effect that you see on the extra virgin olive oil thing. That took some time to develop for me personally, but I think it turned out incredibly great in the end. Maybe, I don't know if you were going to make more of them, but I personally think, needless to say, it was a fun experiment to try out. So now I have been explaining a little bit about the past. Now I want you to talk about what is going to happen in the present. And I have heard that you are going to make a very special series for people like you who is also under education. Yes, the first thing I want to talk about, of course, is the restructuring of this series, which I'm going to take over now. And of course, like I said back in January, this is going to now be in 3 months instead of every month that this series will come out. And the reason is that you noticed that it was incredibly boring to talk about the same things over and over again. And because of that, there will be, for example, a lot more material to talk about. It will give me a lot more time to edit this, for example, and put all this together, so it will make it look a little bit more professional and up to, well, my standards, you might say. That is something I will strive to do going forward with this, both during the stays that I have at the Media College Denmark, but also the times that I'm out here at elsewhere and doing projects with my tutor, Nicholas. And about those things, projects like you mentioned, the new series that we have been talking about so much, both in the elsewhere story, but also myself in my own videos, is that we are going to make a kind of like a film school, an online film school called This Is How You Don't Make Movies. It is basically a series where we will teach you how to use different kinds of equipment in the movie industry and how you can, for example, hire actors or distribute your work or movies, all those technical stuff, you know, that this series is going to showcase. I will film some segments myself for the episodes, and Nicholas will film his segments, so we personalize it each. I can get all the technical stuff. Nicholas will go into depth about a movie that he has watched and is very near and dear to him. This will tie in to the actual plot of the episode being about, for example, cameras or sound equipment or lighting equipment or editing. Or also I may be making some extra videos, for example, if I wanted to review a thing that I have, if it had something to do with sound or cameras. Of course, with the cameras that I have, for example, I could review one of those things, and maybe even expand on my segments as well, which you will see in this series as maybe an extended cut. But I think that is going to be on a donation side, really, maybe Patreon, for example, which we have been talking about a lot. I'm incredibly excited to start working on this, so it is going to be absolutely fantastic. This sounds incredibly exciting, and I cannot wait until you show the first episodes. And of course, maybe I and you will learn a little bit more about how to not do filmmaking. With this in mind, I am going now to hand over the symbol that is what I would definitely call the massive inspiration to begin this entire series here. This is a standard 8mm camera which I have received from my grandfather, and it's one of a really old of its kind. It's from 1958-59, I believe, and it uses this old film roll technology, a standard 8mm film roll. These were common and was the first time that people could film home video, and this came out in the early 1930s, and this was replaced in the 1960s when the Super 8mm format came out. So I hope you will accept this and bring this with you on your journey. I'm going to hand this over to you with the bags here. Well, oh my goodness, I'm really honored to receive this. Thank you very much. I will make sure to take good care of this, and yeah, well, I don't know what to say. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I hope you will make great use of it in the future as well. So now we will part ways, and I thank you for coming here and doing this with me. So we thank you for watching this video, and well, I will see you by the end of June for the next journey of a small filmmaker. That is correct. I will see you until then, and once again, thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.